Stop.
The rest is the ranger summer.
Bobby, come here. Come here, Lucky.
Spicy?
Yeah, come over here. Come on over.
That's an impressive sight to see, isn't it?
Go over there with your sister. Sammy, hop up there with AJ.
Yeah. Sammy, over here.
Now, I
Over with
mentioned
AJ.
that I knew
Sammy.
that a lot of these were males, and you gave me a good answer because of the antlers. We have another way we can tell, especially if they're all laying down, the difference between the boys and the girls, and that is for their ear tags. We put the ear tags for the girls in the left, the ear tags for the boy in the right.
Okay, what's that?
Now these Pear David deer have really a unique story to them. They are conservation back from the early years, before I even realized we were thinking about conservation. And that there was a priest by the name of Father David Armand, visited China, visited the emperor's private hunting grounds. Notice these particular deer species. They're different and unique in several ways.
By the way!
But he asked the emperor if he could take some of them back to Europe with him. The emperor agreed, and if it wasn't for those two men, we wouldn't have them here today. They would have become extinct, because right after that was the time of the Boxer Rebellion, when the emperor's compound was invaded. All the animals and people were killed. And these animals at that time were only in the emperor's compound. They were his private deer for his hunting pleasure. So if they had not sent someone to Europe, they would have become extinct. So sometimes when we say, what can one person do for conservation? Here is a story where two people made a major difference with this species. Now, some of the things that make these unique, if you look at their tail, do you notice that their tail looks more like a donkey's tail? That is one of them. The antlers look a little bit like they're put on backwards. That's another unique characteristic to these deer. Another characteristic is that this particular deer species can shed their antlers 2 times in a year, rather than just the typical 1 time. And I think one of the most unique qualities of these deer is that in their hooves they have webbing, similar to a duck's webbing. Do you see the lake down here on the right? They can swim across that lake without any trouble. They're really more like Olympic swimmers. Now, how many of you see the 2 white birds down here on the right?
See the big white birds?
Those are trumpeter swans. And we will probably get a chance to see them up closer.
Hold on, you just look out the window. Go sit down one.
The trumpeter swans were once extinct in Ohio.